Disha ma'am started with us, and you can start the meeting.
Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. It gives me immense warmth and great pleasure to grace all of your presence in today's webinar. On behalf of Delhi Police Public School, Wazirabad family, it is my proud privilege to welcome Dr. Samir Parekh for this session. I'm so grateful to Sir to spare his valuable time for enlightening our students from 6th to 8th standard on study and exam skills in the digital era. Indeed, during this pandemic period, this topic will surely be a stress buster and help our participants to explore various skills through which they can cope up with exam stress. I would also like to inform our participants that question answer session will be taken at the end of the meeting and you can drop your questions there in the chat box. So now, before proceeding further, I would like to introduce Dr. Samir Parekh to our participants. Dr. Samir Parekh is an eminent psychiatrist and has played a significant role in enhancing the image and reach of mental health across the country. He completed his MBBS and MD in psychiatry from Civil Hospital, Ahmedabad, and topped the university in both. He is the Director of Department of Mental Health and Behavioral Sciences Department. The Fortis National Mental Health Program is one of the only comprehensive multi-city, multi-centric mental health care programs in the world with a team of over 80 experts at 20 centers across Delhi, NCR, Mumbai, Bengaluru, Chennai, Kolkata, Jaipur, Amritsar, Mohali, and Ludhiana. Sir is a very well known speaker and has been invited to share his views on various national and international platforms. He has been a TEDx speaker and panelist at the Lit Fests at Delhi, Gurgaon, Chandigarh, and Chennai. Dr. Parekh has authored several books also, while two such books have been written as DIY life skills workbooks for school aged children. Let Him Not Sink. First Steps to Mental Health is a psychological first aid manual written for adults working with children. A to Z of Empathy is a 26-step self-help toolkit to enhance empathy and compassion. And Laugh and Learn with Dr. Parekh is a mental health comic series. I hope if you will read this book, you all will definitely like it. He has also written Raising Confident Children, a book on parenting and talking about mental health in the classroom, a mental health curriculum for teachers. He has also recently written two e readers during COVID 19 for the community. Don't worry, here's how you can keep your mind fit during a pandemic, and 21 tips for 21 days on how to engage your children while working from home. So I hope you all would like to avail several benefits from these books. To purchase them as soon as you can. And now I would like to request Sir to proceed further with this very informative webinar. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Uh, Thank you. Um, all you students, hello, good afternoon. Times have changed. Times have changed. You know, rather than you being in your school and one of us are coming to your school to have this conversation, today we are all nicely set up in our own um, homes, right? Where you know the way of life in modern day times is that here I might be wearing a tie, but I might still be in chappals and a pajama, right? New age study style that is happening with everybody. People have been asking me कि बच्चों का कैसा रहा कोविड. I told them बच्चों का ऐसा रहा कि वो समर वेकेशन खत्म ही नहीं हुई. वो चलती रही एंड समर वेकेशन ऐसी आई कि हम अगर अपने बचपन की बात करें, सो imagine taking your first period from the bed. Imagine taking your first period where you could actually keep the camera off and, you know, half awake, half asleep. So कभी सोचा भी नहीं था कि that will also happen and this will also happen. But मुझे लगता है कि before we talk about study and exam skills, I think it's very important to understand the learnings from COVID, because these learnings from COVID will lifelong help you. सबसे बड़ी लर्निंग कोविड की क्या है? सबसे बड़ी लर्निंग ये है कि हम कितना अडेप्ट कर सकते हैं. ना आपके टीचर्स, ना आपके पेरेंट्स, ना आप, ना हम, none of us had any idea about online teaching. I'm sure a lot of your teachers, like me, especially those who are in my age bracket, did not know how to use too many gadgets. मुझे तो अभी भी नहीं पता होता. अभी भी there is a very, very young person from my team who would come, set up a laptop, put on everything and then say कि सर आप कुछ छूना मत, आप सिर्फ बोल लेना. जब खत्म हो जाए तो हमें बुला लेना, हम खुद बंद कर देंगे. क्योंकि वो कभी कभार सेव करना होता है चैट या सेव करना होता है रिकॉर्डिंग और मैं कुछ उल्टा सीधा दबा देता हूँ. So we learned so much. We could have wasted our 1 year. We could have just done nothing for the entire year. And from there to now, we saved a year. We stayed connected. We did some studies and it's okay. It was not the 100% ideal studies, understandable. But it was so much better than nothing. And that is resilience. That is adaptability, which you young people need to learn. लाइफ में बड़ी प्रॉब्लम्स आती हैं, कभी भी कोई भी प्रॉब्लम आ सकती है, पर अगर हमारी रेजिलियंस हो, अगर हम कोशिश करें उसको सॉल्व करने का, if we have a focus where we try and ensure that we adapt to the problem and adapt to the problem in a way that we are able to still come out on the other side with positivity, that is the essence of success. सोच के देखें, I mean, ये तो है नहीं कि विराट कोहली हर बार सेंचुरी मारते हैं, 0 भी तो बनाते हैं. फेडरर भी फर्स्ट राउंड में हारे हैं, नडाल भी हारे हैं, रोनाल्डो ने पेनल्टी किक्स मिस करी हैं. But that doesn't mean कि वहां पे खत्म हो गया ना. You learn, you adapt, you hone up your skill, you move forward in life. That's what COVID has taught us. The other thing COVID taught us, that how we started becoming better and better at this, है ना, कि बीच क्लासरूम के बीच में जब टीचर अटेंडेंस लेती हैं कंफर्म करने के आप अभी भी उसी रूम में हैं जहां से आप क्लास अटेंड कर रहे हैं, आप वॉक करने निकल गए और बाहर बैठे हुए हैं. So that was also a learning where on one side, you know, teachers are trying to make sure that you are there and you are trying to make sure that you are convincing you are there and so on and so forth. How many browsers get open while one examination is, while one class is going on. So there is a fun element in life as well. So these are the fun moments. But COVID taught us other things also. COVID taught us the remarkable work frontline workers did, the remarkable work doctors did. These are inspirational stories. And we should remember this, because as we grow up in our life, it is these stories which will have so much value, because these are role models of the real world. COVID also taught us कि घर पे थोड़े काम हम भी कर सकते हैं, मम्मी पापा की हेल्प हम भी कर सकते हैं, और थोड़ा बहुत तो खाना बनाना सबने सीख लिया होगा. And making 2-minute noodles is not khana banana, okay? That's an absolute waste. So besides that, you would have also spent more time with your grandparents, and you would have realized how wonderful that is. ठीक है, और जितने भी रिश्तेदार हैं सबसे वापस कनेक्टेड हो गए. हमारे जमाने में क्या होता था बेटा, कोई फोन होता था नहीं, ना इंटरनेट नहीं था, टीवी नहीं था, तो हमारे 3 सपोर्ट सिस्टम बन गए थे. एक स्कूल फ्रेंड्स, लेकिन जब छुट्टियां होती थी तो स्कूल फ्रेंड से टच में रहने का कोई तरीका ही नहीं था. सो कजिन से तब मिलते थे, और रोज शाम के लिए नेबरहुड फ्रेंड्स. 3 सपोर्ट सिस्टम्स. वो 3 सपोर्ट सिस्टम्स आज भी हैं, लेकिन फिर इंटरनेट आ गया और वो डाइल्यूट हो गया. डाइल्यूट क्यों हो गया? क्योंकि हमें ऐसा लगने लगा कि अगर हमारे सोशल मीडिया पेज पे 100, 150, 200 फॉलोअर्स हैं या 100, 150 लोग हैं तो वो हमारे फ्रेंड्स हैं, विच इज नॉट ट्रू। और वो कोविड ने हमें बता दिया कि you may have 200, 300 people on your page, but that one person who may or may not be on your page is the one person that counts, because that person you can talk to. That's the learning of COVID. COVID taught us the meaning of meaningful relationships. COVID also taught us adjustment. अब बताएं, घर में हमारे पास अगर एक लैपटॉप है और 4 लोगों ने काम करना है, भैया या दीदी की भी क्लास है, हमारी भी क्लास है, पापा का भी कुछ वर्क फ्रॉम होम आ गया है, मम्मा का भी कुछ आ गया है, कुछ और भी हो गया है, तो कैसे मिल बांट के एडजस्ट करके निकाल लिया सारा। ये भी एक लर्निंग है that we were able to manage. So before I talk about study and exam skills, please never forget the COVID experience. Positivity, connectivity, adaptability, resilience, effort, all of these things with the inspirational stories, all of these is what we carry forward in our life. And that's what matters. And now coming to what we were talking, the digital era. Digital era की प्रॉब्लम्स क्या हैं? फायदे तो हैं कि सारा काम बेड से हो सकता है, और वही सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है, क्योंकि अगर बेड से पढ़ाई करेंगे तो काम नहीं बनेगा, बिकॉज ब्रेन ना कंफ्यूज हो जाता है कि मैं जगूं या सो जाऊं, क्योंकि बेड पे तो सोते हैं, तो अगर ब्रेन कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा तो पूरी तरह से जागेगा ही नहीं। सो व्हाट यू डू इज use the bed for sleep and make a study corner. That's the solution. So पहले स्टडी कॉर्नर डिसाइड करते हैं। स्टडी कॉर्नर जरूरी नहीं है कि कोई इंडिविजुअल कमरा होना चाहिए, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। स्टडी कॉर्नर का मतलब है कि घर का एक हिस्सा, एक जगह where you can study and that is the only place where you will study, so that your mind knows when I go here it has to switch on because this is study time. It's a conditioning response that you want your brain to learn and develop. So make a study corner. उसको थोड़ा अच्छा सा रखो, साफ रखो, अनक्लटर्ड रखो। पौधे पसंद है तो एक छोटा सा पौधा भी रख लो, पर ये नहीं है कि बोर हो रहे हो तो बार बार उस पौधे में पानी डाल दे। पौधों में पानी डालने से भी प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है, ज्यादा पढ़ने से भी प्रॉब्लम आती है और कम पढ़ने से भी प्रॉब्लम आती है। पानी बिल्कुल नहीं डालेगा तो भी पौधा नहीं फ्लरिश करेगा, ज्यादा कर लेंगे तो भी नहीं करेगा। और पौधों को पानी के साथ साथ धूप भी चाहिए होती है, खाद भी चाहिए होती है, हवा भी चाहिए होती है। उसी तरह से हमको पढ़ाई के साथ साथ फिजिकल एक्टिविटी भी चाहिए, एंटरटेनमेंट भी चाहिए, फ्रेंड्स भी चाहिए, फैमिली वगैरह भी चाहिए। सो ऐसे करके हमारी लाइफ बनती है। मैं बच्चों को हमेशा कहता आया हूँ कि लाइफ जो है ना पिज्जा की तरह होती है। तो पिज्जा में जैसे खूब सारे पीसेस होते हैं, तो लाइफ के भी समझ लो पीसेस हैं। तो पूरा पिज्जा बनाएंगे ना, एक पीस थोड़ा ना बनाएंगे और टॉपिंग जो डालनी है डालो। आपकी जिंदगी है, योर लाइफ। आपने डिजाइनर बनना है तो उसकी टॉपिंग डाल दो, आपने डॉक्टर बनना है तो उसकी टॉपिंग डालो, पर अपने हिसाब से समझ के अपने हिसाब से बनो। So coming back to what I was saying, create a study corner, must have a table and chair, must be a fixed place. All study should be happening here, should be uncluttered, clean. And while you are studying, there should not be unnecessary stuff around you. It should be one book, one chapter, or whatever you are doing, and a highlighter or note maker, and that's about it. But never on the bed. One more component to this, do not study late at night. Similarly, I am not saying please wake up early in the morning to study, क्योंकि अगर उस समय भी आप नींद में पढ़ रहे हैं तो कोई पॉइंट नहीं है। उसी तरह से लेट नाइट क्यों नहीं, बिकॉज हमारे माइंड को सोने की जरूरत होती है। मेरे हिसाब से व्हाट वर्क्स बेस्ट इज कि जो आपका एग्जाम टाइम होने वाला है, 1 महीने में, 2 महीने में, 3 महीने में, जब भी होने वाला है, उस टाइम के हिसाब से स्टडी को मैच कर लो। Which means if my exam is in 9 to 12 in the morning, for at least a few months prior, 9 to 12 in the morning should also be my study time, so that my body, my mind get conditioned to be fully functional and active during this time frame. But अगर आप ऐसा कर रहे हैं कि रात को 4-5 बजे सो रहे हैं, दोपहर के 12 बजे उठ रहे हैं, और एग्जाम के 2-3 दिन, 4 दिन पहले ही आप अपने साइकिल को फिर एडजस्ट करने वाले हैं, तो आपकी कॉन्सेंट्रेशन पे नेगेटिव असर होता है। The other thing that happened was हम लोग बहुत इंडोर हो गए, obviously हमें सेफ्टी भी करनी थी, प्रिकॉशंस भी करनी थी, उस चक्कर में फिजिकल एक्टिविटी कम हो गई। तो फिजिकल एक्टिविटी को ठीक से करेंगे, प्रिकॉशन अभी भी लेंगे, मास्क अभी भी पहनेंगे, डिस्टेंस अभी भी रखेंगे, बी वेरी क्लियर अबाउट इट। बहुत सी बेकार इंफॉर्मेशन आपको बाहर मिलेगी, हम अभी कोविड से बाहर नहीं निकले हैं, पर हम बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं एज अ कंट्री, लेकिन हमें अपना एफर्ट कंटिन्यू रखना है। जैसे मैंने अभी वैक्सीन लिया हुआ है, आप पढ़ेंगे कोई कुछ कह देगा, कोई कुछ कह देगा। सोशल मीडिया में हर एक सही इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए करीब 999 रबिश होती हैं। तो इसलिए हमें आगे चल के अपने जीवन में, बिकॉज देयर इज सो मच ऑफ डिजिटल इंटरफेस इन आवर लाइफ, वी मस्ट ट्राई एंड डेवलप मीडिया लिटरेसी। मीडिया लिटरेसी माने बी वेरी क्लियर व्हेन यू गेट अ मैसेज, learn to filter, is it the right message, wrong message, half message, full message, correct, incorrect, all of this you need to start understanding. So if anybody tells you vaccine is a problem, tell them that you've met me today, I've taken vaccine for almost 3 weeks, I'm absolutely fine, I was working on the day I took the vaccine, I was working the next day I took the vaccine, I was working the next day I took the vaccine, and every day after that. So study corner, uncluttered atmosphere, creating that ambience. And now the next step is not studying more than 40 to 45 minutes at one go. 45 मिनट से ज़्यादा हमारा concentration बनना possible नहीं है. So after 45 minutes, take a 10-minute break. In that break, get out of the place where you were studying. Go to any other room, preferably some outdoor, preferably some sunlight. You can take a light snack, hydrate yourself, talk to a family member, talk to a friend, but no digital interface, which means no mobile, at least not to play game or text. You can call someone, that's fine, but no digital interface, at least for your eyes. So no TV, no internet, nothing like that, because you need some rest. So that when you come back to study for the next 45 minutes, your mind will be functional at its top. If you study for a very long duration lagatar, then the concentration dips so much and your mind starts feeling fatigue, that concentration और फिर खराब हो जाती है. So multiple breaks लेंगे. पढ़ाई शुरू करने से पहले एक अटेंशन इंप्रूविंग एक्सरसाइज करेंगे, इंग्लिश का न्यूज़पेपर उठाएंगे, एक पैराग्राफ में जितने भी ई आते हैं उसको फटाफट सर्कल कर लेंगे, 30 सेकंड लगती है इसमें. फिर पढ़ाई शुरू करेंगे. Other concentration improving exercises, you can do mandala coloring, you can play with a racket, a tennis racket and ball on the wall for 10 minutes. Sudoku, some word games, Scrabble. What will also help is that you can pick up an English music song, an instrumental music number. And in the instrumental music, pick up 3 or 4 instruments जैसे होते हैं. आप एक ही इंस्ट्रूमेंट पे फोकस करो, इसमें वोकल नहीं होना चाहिए. ओनली इंस्ट्रूमेंट, 2 और 3 इंस्ट्रूमेंट प्ले कर रहे हैं, आप 15 मिनट के लिए एक ही इंस्ट्रूमेंट पे फोकस करेंगे. जब एक ही इंस्ट्रूमेंट पे फोकस करेंगे, वो भी आपका कंसंट्रेशन में हेल्प करती है. सम ऑफ दीज टेक्निक्स विल हेल्प यू बिल्ड योर कंसंट्रेशन स्पैन. हाइलाइटर्स यूज करें, निमोनिक्स यूज करें, अपने नोट्स खुद बनाएं, मेमोरी चंकिंग वगैरह यूज करें, एंड इस तरह से आप पढ़ाई करें. नाउ नेक्स्ट स्टेप वुड बी रिविजन. 1, 2, 7, 15, 30. 1, 2, 7, 15, 30. मतलब जो भी आज पढ़े हैं उसे कल, tomorrow, day 2, day 7, day 15, day 30 रिवाइज करिए. If you revise it like this, then what happens? On the last day when your exam would be there, you would be able to revise your entire syllabus in such a short time that you will feel fresh, you will feel positive, you will feel comfortable. And you will also be able to complete your syllabus very easily. You will not be struggling that, oh, ये portion बाकी रह गया, वो portion बाकी रह गया, ये भी कर लो, वो भी कर लो. So इसलिए 1 to 7, 15, 30. कुछ बच्चे कहते हैं कि एग्जाम में डर जाते हैं या हमको एग्जाम में आते हुए भी नहीं आता है, तो उसका सोल्यूशन क्या है? सेल्फ टेस्ट लो. एटलीस्ट once or twice a week take a self test. जो भी पिछले दिनों में थोड़ी पढ़ाई करी है उससे थोड़े क्वेश्चंस लें, take those questions, write them, take a printout if you have to. Time yourself. After taking the test, give yourself your own marks. अपने आप मार्क्स देंगे किताब देके. सो आपको समझ में आएगा कि हाउ वेल यू आर स्टडिंग एंड हाउ योर आउटपुट इज। और जब वो एग्जाम लेंगे तो एग्जाम एनवायरनमेंट में लेंगे, which means you will tell people not to disturb you. You will do it at one go. You'll create the atmosphere that makes you feel that it's an examination time. And for those students who always need reminders from their parents, पढ़ क्यों नहीं रहे हो, पढ़ क्यों नहीं रहे हो, एक 0 to 5 का सेल्फ इवैल्यूएशन स्केल अपनी पास छुपा के रख लें और किसी को ना दिखाएं, बस अपने आप को रोज मार्क्स दे दें कि आज मैंने कितनी अच्छी पढ़ाई करी, अच्छी करी 4-5 दें, नहीं करी 0-1 दे दें। कम से कम आपको पता होगा पढ़ रहे हैं या नहीं पढ़ रहे हैं। तो जब पेरेंट्स बताएंगे तभी पता चल जाएगा कि हाँ सही बोल रहे हैं, और नहीं तो आप जब पढ़ ही रहे होंगे तो उनको बोलने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी, बिकॉज यू नो यू आर स्टडिंग। सो सेल्फ इवैल्यूएशन करें और सेल्फ ऑब्जर्वेशन करें, उससे सेल्फ करेक्शन आ जाएगी। So that's how you focus on the entire study component. Now, as we move forward, what do we do for the exams? एक रात पहले सोना बहुत जरूरी है, अच्छे से खाएंगे, फिजिकल एक्टिविटी करेंगे, अगर एकेडमिक डाउट है टीचर से पूछेंगे, कोई कंफ्यूजन लग रहा है काउंसलर, पेरेंट, किसी से बात करेंगे, पर अपने मन के अंदर कुछ रखेंगे नहीं, बात करेंगे। अगर स्ट्रेस हो रहा है बेटा वो भी नॉर्मल है, स्ट्रेस तो थोड़ा बहुत हो ही जाना चाहिए। स्ट्रेस आएगा, स्ट्रेस से सीखेंगे, उसका कोई सोल्यूशन निकालेंगे। जब हम सक्सेसफुल होंगे तो हम स्ट्रेस मैनेजमेंट टेक्निक सीख लेंगे, और लाइफ में स्ट्रेस मैनेजमेंट तो सबको सीखनी पड़ेगी। अगर कोई आपको बोल रहा है यही साल सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है, तो बात सही नहीं है। मेरे हिसाब से तो एवरी यूनिट टेस्ट इज इंपॉर्टेंट, एवरी वीकली टेस्ट इज इंपॉर्टेंट, एवरी एग्जाम इज इंपॉर्टेंट, सेमेस्टर, मिड टर्म, एंड 8th हो, 10th हो, 12th हो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, एन एग्जाम इज एन एग्जाम। और ये एटीट्यूड लाना जरूरी है कि मैंने तो हर एग्जाम अच्छा करना। सो प्रैक्टिस मैच में भी जो सक्सेसफुल स्पोर्ट्स पीपल होते हैं वो भी जीतना ही चाहते हैं, वो प्रैक्टिस मैच में भी हारना नहीं चाहते। That's the attitude. The zeal to do well is one of the markers of success. That I want to do well. क्योंकि वैसे भी 12th के बाद भी एग्जाम्स आएंगे, अगर आपको लग रहा है कि 12th के बाद नहीं आएंगे, और जब पढ़ाई खत्म हो जाएंगी फिर भी एग्जाम्स आएंगे, जॉब इंटरव्यूज आ जाएंगे, वो भी हो जाएगा, उसके बाद आपके अप्रेजल आ जाएंगे, वो भी हो जाएगा, तो कुछ ना कुछ चलते ही रहेगा। Life will keep on testing you. Examinations are not monsters. Examinations are an opportunity to learn. Examinations are skills of life. So they teach you the skill of life. जब एग्जाम देने से पहले इंटरनेट कनेक्शन चेक करेंगे, अपने गैजेट चेक करेंगे, सारा चार्ज है या नहीं है वो सब देख लेंगे। नहीं, किसी जमाने में तो अपने देखते थे ना कि पेपर ठीक है, इंक सही है, पेन सही है, वो सब देखते थे। अभी थोड़ा ये सारा पोर्शन भी देख लेंगे, द डिफरेंट वे ऑफ इंटरनेट एग्जाम्स। और अगर बीच में थोड़ा 19-20 हो जाए तो परेशान नहीं होने का, बट टेक्निक वही है, जो आता है वो पहले लिखेंगे, जो नहीं आता है वो बाद में ट्राई करेंगे, जगह छोड़ देंगे, स्पेस छोड़ देंगे, वापस आएंगे, जल्दबाजी नहीं करेंगे, कोई रेस नहीं है, किसने ज्यादा वर्ड्स लिखे, कितने कम लिखे, कोई किलो के भाव से मार्क्स नहीं मिलते हैं, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है। You have to be very clear, this is your exam, you should enjoy it. Once the exam is over, don't bother about it. अब तो हो गया, अब इसे सीख के अगला एग्जाम देखेंगे। And that cycle of life should continue. And then you go from one exam to another and then just keep on going. But if I try to summarize this, study corner, concentration exercises, 45-minute duration, short breaks in which you go gadget free, having a healthy lifestyle where you look at diet, sleep, physical activity, friends, enjoyment, hobbies. If there are problems, you talk to someone, don't keep it within. And an exam, whether in the digital or the non-digital era, is still an exam. Those who will work hard and enjoy, do both, will perform well in their lives. Enjoy what you do, work hard when you do it, put it together, that's success for you. And for those 6th to 8th थे आप, मैं ऐसी उम्मीद करूंगा कि आप लोग सोशल मीडिया पे काफी कम है। अगर ऑलरेडी सोशल मीडिया पे आ चुके हैं, थोड़ा बैलेंस सीखें बेटा। अगर जैसा मैंने आपको बताया था कि अगर पौधे में पानी ज्यादा डालेंगे तो पौधा गया, नहीं डालेंगे तो भी गया। सोच समझ के बैलेंस करने का लाइफ को, पूरा दिन नहीं बिताने का, अननेसेसरी टाइम नहीं बिताने का, प्रिवेसी सेफ्टी का ध्यान रखने का, वैल्यूज एथिक्स डिग्निटी का ध्यान रखने का, और कभी भी कुछ confusion लगे किसी बड़े से बात करने की. Unmute yourself if you feel there is something that you can't understand that's happening. You should talk to someone. So that was my short interaction with you, because now I'll take questions. As I told you, 45 minutes is what we do. So I have spoken for about 25-30 minutes, which is the maximum any person can tolerate anybody else. So now if you have questions, tell me, how do you want? Are you going to type the questions and I will read them and start answering them?
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable information. We have already received so many questions from our participants. So first question which a student is asking is, if we are getting distracted due to social media, since it is so much popular these days, how can we maintain distance from the social media?
I think it's not about maintaining distance. I think it's about balancing. I think you should know how many hours cumulative you are in a position to give to social media. It should not be at the cost of studies, family, friends, outdoor activities, sports, hobbies, everything else in your life. And once everything else in your life is taken care of, you can do that. You should not have long span. So how much time does it take?
The time span and balancing.
So
Is it
do it very, very less and do it in bits, and maybe 15 minutes 3 times a day or something like that is good enough.
I hope the question is answered. Sir, another question is, sir, if it is so easy to detox ourselves, so why the grown-ups are also stressed and tensed these days?
Yeah, because they don't detox. You're right. It is easy to detox, but करना तो पड़ेगा ना.
They know actually, but they're not following.
Abhi, when I'm talking to you, my cell phone is off now.
Yes, sir.
Was it possible that I'm also talking to you and also doing some texting and also doing some calls? Not possible. Multitasking does not mean doing multiple tasks at the same time. Multitasking means doing multiple roles one at a time.
So another important question, how can we check out whether which schedule I have to follow for a particular exam or for my normal timings? What should I follow?
So you have to decide your schedule according to your own self. Never let somebody else tell you how to do it, because I was, let's say, good in bio, not good in math. So I needed less time in bio and more time in math. I would prefer studying in a certain time zone and then would rest in some other time zone. My friends would prefer something else. I would want to do more self-written stuff or more notes, and somebody would want to read more. So there are different ways people go about it. I would prefer doing one subject at one go and then go to the next subject. Some of my friends prefer doing 2 subjects in a day. You have to decide what fits best with you. You balance your time so that, and make sure that you are in sync with what is going on, which means just don't lag behind. So if your unit test is going to come, let's say in 15 days time or months time, then what all is going to come for that unit test? Stay in touch with that. The last moment extra study shouldn't happen. That's the only precaution you take.
Okay. So another question, we are talking about study and exam skills in this webinar. So are the other life skills also related to these skills? If yes, how they are dependent on each other and how we can balance them?
All life skills typically will have a correlation, right? We apply one thing to another. So whether it is coping skills, problem solving, decision making, assertiveness, all of them are part of exams also. Which means if my friend calls me when I am studying, I tell my friend, no, abhi nahi, kyunki padh rahe hain. That's assertiveness, right? If I am making some mnemonics or preparing illustrations, that's creative thinking. If I am deciding what to do now, what to do next, how to prepare myself, then decision making. If I had a bad day and I'm trying to come over it and try to have a better day tomorrow, that's coping skills. All life skills are very much interrelated. An exam is a brilliant life skill.
I hope this will be the last question. Sir, one more question. One student is asking from a very junior class. He's saying that I have been nervous since most of the time. So how to cope up with that?
I have been
nervous since long time, all the time. You can say that he's nervous in most of the classes also, not during the exam days only, but he is nervous throughout the day and most of the times. So how to cope up with that?
First and foremost, I would talk to my parents and I will tell them this is what I'm experiencing. Second, I'll try and do some activities in the day which really make me happy and relaxed. Third, after talking to my parents, I may decide to talk to my school counselor. Yes, breathing exercises helps. Listening to music helps. Hobbies help. But most importantly, talking to someone helps. Nervousness can very well be managed, resolved, but we need to start working for it, and taking help is the step number one. Talk to your parents.
So one more last question. There are many apps available. So is it right to take help of those apps to reduce our stress?
I'm not sure what app will reduce a stress. मुझे लगता है it's like saying कि let's download an app and become happy. यार जाके अपने पेरेंट्स से बात कर लो, अपने कजिन से बात कर लो, फ्रेंड से बात कर लो, हैप्पीनेस अपने आप आ जाएगी.
So socially, if you are balanced, I think that will make you happy on its own. So last question from my side, it's my personal question, sir. When we are like prioritizing our work, we never know that which work we have to prioritize. In my case, every work is important and I have to do it right now. So how can I check that this work could be delayed and this work could be little bit postponed? In my case, I am actually very opposite. I do all the work very fastly, taking tension in the mind that I have to do it right now. So same must be happening with our students also, I guess. So how to deal with that?
Divide what you have to do in 4 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, and make them into 4 windows. Window number 1, due soon, very important. Window number 2, important but not due soon. Window number 3, not important but due soon. Window number 4, not important, not due soon. Start putting your activities in these 4 squares and then follow 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I think I have to make a box of that because
Yes.
everything to me is
But
due.
everything can't be now, and everything can't be equally important. Not
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Over to you, Disha ma'am. Thank you so much for answering our questions and giving us so much detailed information about everything. Thank you so much, sir.
Indeed, this session was really very informative. Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with your knowledge. Today's webinar was full of knowledge and interesting things. It gave deep insight into the topic and also revealed some interesting facts. So here there was a point where Dr. Parekh told us about that how to create your own study corner, and it should be a specific place. There should be certain things that you should inculcate there, and one more thing, that everything is important there in your timetable. It's not just that your study, but you have to inculcate all the activities there in the timetable. So that was really very informative, and I'm pretty sure that the precious knowledge that Dr. Parekh gave us will definitely help our participants in studies and future. Once again, I would like to thank Dr. Parekh for taking out time from his busy schedule and enlightening us with the knowledge. And now I would like to request our headmistress, ma'am, Ms. Preeti Batra, to take it further from here.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
I, on behalf of school management, students, staff, parents, owe great thanks to you for sparing your precious time and do this session for our students, which is very much relevant in today's era. I hope I'm audible. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, you are audible.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm sure that your golden tips in counseling will be highly beneficial for our students and their parents. So though our students are young and they yet have few years to appear for their board exams, but as you have said that every exam is important, be it unit test or weekly test. So this attitude and zeal to do well, which you have mentioned in your session, I think from the beginning will surely help them to plan and achieve their targets in the future. So, at the end, I would request you and would look forward for your kind support in the future too, to help us to be part of such informative and motivating sessions. It would be great if we can have a session for our parents too, for the parents of our students, if possible or convenient for you. We will coordinate with you later on for this. Because our parents are the ones who play crucial role in setting ideal environment for their children at home. At the end, I would once again thank you, and it was really good and motivating session, and it was really enlightening for us, and I believe for our students also. I would also thank our General Secretary, Shri Devesh Srivastav, sir, who has extended this opportunity, wonderful opportunity for all the students and for all of us. And thank you so much once again, sir. If you allow, then may I ask one question from
Yes,
you?
please.
So, as I've mentioned, that our students are young at this stage, so they might not be very much involved or indulgent with in social media. But most of the times, I get to hear from the parents that they enjoy playing mobile games very much. So they are very much indulged into it, and it is really difficult for the parents to make them stay away from mobile games. So, any tips for the parents or students that how they can manage their time and they can stay away from this addiction, we can say.
No, I think you're right. So I do feel though that social media usage and internet usage is becoming younger and younger every day that we pass. So it's a concern for all of us. So is online games, whether it is on the phone or in any other form. Personally, I am really not a very firm believer of these games. I think they're an absolute waste of time. If you want to play, you much rather go on the field and kick a football than kicking a football on the mobile phone and trying to see whether the goal happened or not. I think it's just silly, right? But I think what young people need to do is they need to learn to balance. You balance, even if you like it, please go ahead. Make sure it's not at the cost of your physical activity, outdoor activity, friend time, family time, study time. If you can balance it, it'll be fun.
Yes, thank you. And one like problem as a parent, I feel at my end that I am the mother of a child who is in class 12th right now, and he prefers to study at night. Although most of the times it has been counseled to him that he should make a habit of waking up early, but still, I think most of the children are preferring to study late at night. Although you have already answered in your session, but it is.
As long as the waking up time is such that your morning study time at home during preparation matches your exam time, that
True.
is very important.
Right.
Otherwise, it will affect performance.
It will affect, and their health too, and their health
Absolutely.
will act. Thank you so much, Dr. Paik, for this informative session, and we hope that we would have more sessions with you in the future too. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
and
Thank you.
have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And thank you so much, ma'am. We are indeed looking